Okay, so I feel like this is probably the most widely debated topic of discussion in society right now. Does money buy happiness? Yes or no? A lot of people want to make it a black or white thing, and I don't see it that way. I feel like it's kind of in the middle. I feel like there's kind of a spectrum, if you will. But one thing is for sure, no matter which end of the spectrum you fall on, everyone wants more money, and I'm no exception. I feel like social media kind of changed a lot of people's perceptions about money, including my own. There was definitely a point in time, not too long ago actually, that I genuinely believed that making $500,000 a year was not that much money. I genuinely believed that. I thought that if you were not making at least $1 million a year, you really were not balling like that. And obviously that's a crazy thought because there's places that you can actually live off of 50,000 a year, 40,000 a year and be pretty comfortable with your life. But I feel like following so many wealthy people, wealthy influencers on social media changed my perception in the sense that I felt like that was the baseline. I felt like if you weren't living that type of lifestyle, you weren't living your life to the fullest potential. And that's something that I've tried to kind of get out of my head, but truth be told, there is still a part of me that believes that. There's a part of me that believes that if I'm not rich, I'm not living my life to its truest potential. Now, you could say that that's because, I value myself very highly and I believe that I deserve that type of lifestyle. But ultimately, I really deserve a lifestyle where I don't have to worry about money in that way. A lot of people are millionaires, but they're still broke because they're living in a lack mindset. And I'm gonna give you an example from my life. Now, obviously, I'm not making $1 million off of YouTube. Even someone with 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers is not making $1 million off of YouTube. But I feel like it kind of works the same no matter how much you're making. I feel like when you go and look at your analytics and you look at your revenue, you're never truly satisfied with what you're making. You're always gonna want more. You're always gonna want more subscribers, more money, more followers on Instagram. And truth be told, that's everyone on YouTube, everyone on Instagram. Everyone that monetizes their videos is looking to make money. That's why, to me, it doesn't make sense when somebody will monetize their channel, but then try to act like they're, high and mighty for not putting mid-roll ads in their videos. Like, yo, you are still monetized. You are still doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. That's why, to me, when I see somebody that is putting 10 ads in their videos, they're just on their hustle. They're on their grind. They're doing what they're doing. We're all in the same boat. We're all looking to make more money by doing the thing that we love to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I feel like that lack mindset, always wanting more, never appreciating what you already have in front of you. Having that abundance. Just the fact that I'm able to make money on YouTube, that alone makes me wealthy. That makes me wealthy from the soul. I can live my life the way that I want to live it because I'm doing what I want to do every day. And I always say this, but even if I were making $5 million, $10 million, $50 million a year, my life would not be much different than it is now. I'd have nicer things. I might travel a little more, but I already travel with the money that I have now. I just make videos. That's what I would do even if I had that much money. I would continue to make videos and do the things that I'm doing with my life every day because I'm me, and I'm not going to change because of how much money I'm making. Now, as a kid, this was never really a problem for me. I made an allowance, probably like $50 a month, $75 a month, depending on how old I was. And it was always enough. I was never really stressing about money as a kid. And there were things that I wanted to buy. There were shoes that I wanted to buy, clothes, just different things that kids usually buy. Video games, but I would save my money until I had enough. I'd buy it, and then, that'd be it. I wouldn't really stress over money in the way that I did when I started working. Once I started to work, I realized that I want to get as much money as I possibly can. Having more of it just made me want more of it. And I've noticed that pattern within myself, that when I'm unemployed, when I'm not making money, I don't stress about money anymore. I just accept the fact that I'm broke. Now, obviously, I live with my parents. I'm very fortunate in the sense that I don't have to provide for myself financially in that way. But I do still have my monthly expenses. When I'm not working, if I'm not making money, at some point or another, I'm gonna be in debt if I don't make money for long enough. But it's like when I'm not making money, I don't care about that anymore. I'm not thinking about that. I'm just living my life. And ever since I started making money on YouTube, I've noticed that I've started to fall back into that state of mind where I just want more. And it's never enough. It's never enough for me. Every time I think I'm making a lot of money, I see the next YouTuber who's making 10 times what I'm making. And I'm like, man, I still have a lot of work to do. And, in the back of my mind, I realize that that's always going to be the case. There's always going to be someone making more than me. But I know deep down inside that money doesn't matter. Money does not matter. It's just a tool that we use. It's a symbol. That's all it is. It's a symbol. And I feel like a lot of people fall into that lack mindset that I myself have fallen into recently. And they're not able to find that satisfaction that they need. I feel like lately YouTube has started to feel like a job to me. Not because of the work itself. I love doing the work itself. I love interacting with my supporters. But just the fact that I'm making money, it makes it feel like I have to produce a certain amount so that I can make more. I just want to make more money. And of course, there's also the more pure intention of wanting to help people and put myself out there and spread my message. But money is definitely a motivating factor for me. And like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Everyone wants more money, and to an extent, everyone needs money to function in society. But I feel like I've kind of become a little too enamored with the material side of things and lost sight of the pure side of things, wanting to help people out and spread my message. I need to maintain the right balance of those two things to keep me motivated and to keep me going. Also, I've started up different side hustles. I've been looking into more, affiliate marketing and drop shipping and things like that for the sake of making more money and more streams of income. And, it's almost like a game to me. It feels like a game. How many streams of income can I make for myself? And, it's good to have that level of security that multiple streams of income provide you. But at what expense? At the expense of living my life? At the expense of socializing with the people that I love and enjoy spending time with? I feel like I have to find the right balance, the right trade-off, and everyone has a different balance level. For some people, that money is going to mean a lot more to them than anything else. But like I said, for me, I know deep down inside that the money really doesn't matter. I can make $50,000 a year for the rest of my life and live a comfortable lifestyle. I can live on my own with that. I can travel with that. There's a reason why a lot of rich people say that money can't buy happiness. It's because they know that the more money you make, the more money you want. If you have a lack mindset, no amount of money is going to change that. Personally, I think that this is how people become billionaires. They never have enough. They never feel satisfied with what they have. But the thing is, where's the cutoff? We don't have a specific cutoff. The cutoff is different for everyone. So maybe they just haven't reached their cutoff yet. I probably shouldn't even be speaking on them, because we all have our own cutoff. But I feel like at a certain point, the idea of making more money goes from having more freedom to having more power. On the spectrum, at a certain point, depending on where you live and your circumstances and the type of lifestyle that you want to maintain for yourself, having freedom is something that money will provide you. Okay, money provides you with the freedom to not have to worry about money. It provides you with the freedom to live your life knowing that you have a place to sleep every night and you can put food on the table and you have clothes on your back. But once you have those things, what's the point of getting more money? At that point, you want more power. You want power over other people. If no one else existed in the world, if you were the only person on this earth, you would not care about money. You wouldn't care about material things anymore. You would just live your life. You would just enjoy life as you, for as long as you don't go crazy. You wouldn't worry about having that power anymore. And this ties right back into my point about social media. A lot of people put material things on social media. They flaunt these things with the intent, even if they don't necessarily mean to do it, they have the subconscious intention of flexing on other people. They want to show people that, hey, I have this, and because I have this, I am a valuable person, and I command respect from you and from everyone else who does not have these things. It's a psychological power move. Why else would you put these things on social media? Yes, there may be the intention to inspire as well. You know, you might want to inspire people, but at the end of the day, the only way to inspire people is to command their respect. You have to command their respect, and there's different ways to do that. You don't need to do that with money. You know, for example, me, I feel like I command respect from the people that support me because I'm being myself. And I know that I don't need anyone to subscribe to me. Either you like me or you don't. I don't ever ask y'all to subscribe to me because at the end of the day, if you don't want to subscribe to me, if you don't like my videos, if you don't like me, you're not going to subscribe. But at the same time, I have these visions in my head of the cars that I want. You know, the Ferrari, the Tesla. Like, I want these nice things. And in these visions, there's always other people. There's always other people. You know, I always want to flex on people in these visions because, like I said, why else would I want these things? Why else would you buy a Ferrari? What do I need a Ferrari for? You know, my Kia Optima can take me from point A to point B just as good. I don't want the Ferrari. I want what the Ferrari represents. It represents status, success. And like I said, it commands respect from other people. When someone sees you driving a Ferrari, they automatically make assumptions about you and about your value. And this is a messed up mindset. Like I said, this is a very messed up mindset to have because your value is inherent of your existence. If you weren't valuable, you wouldn't be here. Everyone has value based on the fact that they are here, that they are alive, that they exist. Your value should not be tied to the things that you have. It should be tied to the person that you are. But like I said, I'm guilty of this. I'm very guilty of this. You know, I want these nice things. I want these nice things, but at the same time, I realize that I'll never have enough. You know, I could buy a new 2020 Ferrari today if I had the money. But in 10 years, that Ferrari is going to be old. It won't command the same level of respect as the 2030 Ferrari. And then I'm going to have to go and get that in order to maintain that same high. You can't rely on material things or money to command respect from other people. The only way to truly command respect from others is to be your true authentic self. And like I said, I know this. You know, this is a principle that I apply in my life. This is how I make videos and why my channel is growing. But at the same time, I'm still locked into this mindset of wanting more. I always want more. And this to me is why money can't buy happiness. Because no matter how much money you have, you'll never have enough. There's always going to be something else that you can have. If you tie your level of happiness to something outside of yourself, be it love or money or anything else, you're never going to be truly happy. You have to find that level of happiness within yourself. This is how the law of attraction works. You know, you have to take on that state of being of the thing that you want or how that thing would make you feel. You have to feel abundant in your existence, in the fact that you exist. And you'll find that money will start to flow to you effortlessly. And when I say effortlessly, I don't mean without work. I basically mean that it'll feel a lot more natural, a lot easier. If you have that lack mindset of always wanting more, no matter how much money you make, you will always be broke mentally. You'll always be broke. And like I said, everyone has their own balance, you know, but I feel like looking at a lot of billionaires, you know, they hoard money because they don't want to go broke. You know, they want to get as much money as they possibly can. And they never have enough. They never have enough. And so there are people that are in the top 1% of all wealth. And they're broke because they don't have enough. They don't have that abundance mindset. And then there are people that have $50 to their name and they're rich. Like I was saying, you know, kids don't really worry about money like that. Kids just enjoy their life because they don't need money. You know, they're just focused on living and playing, and they're completely engrossed in the present moment. In short, money can't buy happiness, but it can rent it.